So this can be my chapter review for One Piece chapter 1018, and obviously this video is going to be a spoiler review, so you're going to have a lot of spoilers. So if you don't have read the chapter yet, the chapter's name is Jinbei versus Who's Who, and I want to start with that part of the chapter, with the fight with Jinbei and Who's Who. And I think this chapter is amazing. It's an amazing fight with different styles of martial art, like Fishman Karate and Fukushiki that CP9 use, and Who's Who is a former member of CP9, and he was fired from his work and put in prison because he failed to guard a very specific devil fruit, and that devil fruit is the Gum Gum no Mi, that devil fruit Monkey Luffy have, the gum fruit with gum, that ability with gum that Monkey Luffy use. And we know in this chapter that the person that stole that fruit from Who's Who was Redhead Shanks, and that gave us another maybe connection. That is a possibility. It's not confirmed yet, but it's a big possibility that the first owner of that fruit before Monkey D. Luffy was Goldie Roger, because lots of things Monkey D. Luffy have in his mission and in connection with Goldie Roger is, like, for example, he wants to be the Pirate King. He have the same attitude as Goldie Roger. He have the same hat as Goldie Roger. All of this kind of thing. So it's a very big possibility here that he also use the same devil fruit as Goldie Roger. For example, with Sabo and Ace, both of them was Sabo, Ace, and Monkey D. Luffy. All of them was blood brothers. And when Ace died, Sabo get his devil fruit, like the flame fruit, and probably gonna be the same thing with Monkey D. Luffy in the connection with Goldie Roger. They have the same fruit and this kind of thing. Yeah, and then also we see the CP0, that one rank over the CP9, talks about Who's Who, and they say we cannot let Rogue escape us. They're gonna send us bad reputation, gonna give us a bad stamp and this kind of thing. And then obviously they say that one of the others of the CP0 say who say that he ever gonna survive this fight against Jinbei. And yeah, and then we go to the fight with Jinbei and Who's Who, and it's a cool fight. It's different tactics, and obviously specifically with the finger pistol, and then Jinbei used his armament cloak, armament hockey, to protect his whole body. Even it's the first time I think maybe I'm wrong here, but you have to correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section of this video. I think it's the first time we see a full body armament in One Piece. Maybe I'm wrong. The reason why I maybe say I'm wrong is because I think about Virgo in the fight with Smoker and Virgo. Anyway, so Jinbei, his full body is in armament hockey. So it's really cool. He planned this combination with his armament hockey against Who's finger pistol, when his finger is put in armor, to make the finger pistol more penetratable, more stronger thrust. And it's cool because he do it some way that I don't know how, but in some way Jinbei makes his armor a bit harder than original, and in some way like Who's Who broke his finger when he come in contact with this skin, and he broke his finger. And we really see that even in Who's Who's hybrid form, Jinbei is still stronger than Who's Who. Like, it's not really like you see on the fight, you see the fight, and you really see that Jinbei don't really take his all what he got to defeat Who's Who. Like, it's like always he fight, don't take Who's Who as lightly, but he's not like, it's not like the fight with, for example, Kaido and Big Mom and Zoro and Monkey Luffy and Law and Killer and Kid. But this is like it's a cool fight. I have to say, it's a really cool fight with the tactics and the style, and really like the final blow, how Jinbei smash Husu in the face with his like some kind of fish attack, and I think that is really cool. The chapter is super good. I think it's cool to see a different member of the Straw Hat Pirate get a chance on the spotlight to really show what Jinbei is capable, and I think that is good, because I think we also have to understand here that CP9 was a really powerful character before. For example, later on, like when Monkey Luffy fight against. But we also have to understand that, for example, Jinbei, Zoro, Sanji, and Yamato, all of them are characters nowadays much stronger. They are not as they was before. They are characters now. You can almost call them right hand man of the emperors. So they are so they have much more capability nowadays to take down, for example, emperor, like right hand man or left hand of an emperor. For example, Sanji will fight with Queen and this kind of thing. But I really hope that we're gonna get the same for Nico Robin in her fight against Nico Robin and Brooke against Black Maria, and see because that should be really cool to see too. And all of these kind of things. So this give us a very, I think it's nice. It's nice to see this kind of thing, and it's also cool because more of time we see other character besides Monkey Luffy and Zoro and Sanji, specifically Zoro and Monkey Luffy, get a longer fight, and we see them fight alone, like one-on-one, and we see what kind of capability they have. And I think there's a very good combination, trade-off with the battle with Jinbei and Husu, because both of them are martial artists, and they have a really cool fight with them. And I think this is super cool because how different martial arts you have, how different, for example, Jinbei's throws and heavy punch and swing kicks is comparable to Husu's fast moving attacks. And obviously it's also very fun in this chapter when Husu say to Jinbei, I never know that a fishman can move as quickly on dry land. And then Jinbei say, obviously, this was very discriminating term you use against the fishman. And I think that is very cool to see. I really it's cool. It's cool to see a person that Husu and Jinbei, they have different attitude to each other. Husu is belong to have the same mindset as the world government, a very discriminated racist view against fishermen, and the same. I think that is a specific because of his background as a CP9 agent. They learn from the world government to have that attitude and mindset. And I think that is super cool. But both of them are Jinbei and Husu both of them are ex-members of the world government, work for the world government. Jinbei was the former 7 warlord of the sea, and Husu was a former member of the CP9, and he was fired from his work because before he failed his mission, and then he escaped. I don't know how he escaped, but he escaped anyways. And obviously, so he have a grudge against Monkey Luffy because Monkey Luffy eat that fruit. But originally, he is angry against Shanks because Shanks steal that fruit from him. And obviously, Husu maybe are smart enough to understand that he cannot fight against the red-haired Shanks because they are emperor, and to fight against the emperor is not. You have to be. Yeah, you have to have an army, and you have to have a good tactics, and you have to know how long fighting gonna be, because the emperor is not emperor because just without any reason. Often emperor is because of their knowledge around the world and how they build around the world and all connection and all this kind of thing. to be emperor. It's not just how strong you are. It's all these kind of 10 things is put together is make you emperor. So it's very much like similar. The fight is you see lots of connection, for example, with Monkey Luffy's fight against Rob Lucci, but obviously the difference here is obviously because Jinbei have totally different fighting technique than Monkey Luffy have. So you see a different combination here because you see Jinbei's fight style in connection with Husu's fight style, and it's obviously different with Husu's fighting style comparable to Rob Lucci's fighting style in his leopard hybrid form and Husu's saber-tooth hybrid form and his fight style. So it's like very different, but it's like I have to say I think this fight is much cooler with Jinbei and Husu's fight comparable to Monkey Luffy's and Rob Lucci's fight. And that is just what I think. Yeah, and I think all of these kind of things are really cool. And obviously, we start with part of the first chapter. We start with Tama, Nami, and Usopp. They are running away from some of the gifters, and other gifter helps Tama because they are under her possession, and this kind of thing. I think the best part is obviously in the part with Jinbei and Husu. That is my favorite part of that chapter. I'm wondering if we're gonna see in the next chapter 1019 if we're gonna see the fight with continuation, a little bit of the continuation of the fight with Jinbei and Husu, and then we're gonna probably see Sasaki and Frankie, and maybe gonna get a full fight from them, and then we're maybe gonna get the next chapter after that. We're gonna maybe get a full fight with Nico Robin and Brooke against Black Maria, and see her what kind of ability Black Maria gonna use, and all of this kind of thing. And obviously we still have the fight. There's lots of good fight left. Obviously with his name again. Marco and King, and then Sanji and Queen, and Zoro and Jack, or maybe Zoro against. I don't know. It's like I don't know if Zoro gonna fight against King, or if Zoro gonna fight fight against Jack, because now Yamato and Monkey Luffy probably gonna fight against Kaido together, and maybe Zoro gonna join them. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting anyways to see what will happen with all of this kind of connection and fight, and what kind of arc we will see after Wano is finished, because we have been in Wano very long now, and I think it's going to be interesting when everything is finished, that we can go, maybe they go to the arc with belong to the Blackbeard pirates, and then in this connection, or we're going to go more back to referee with the world government and all of this kind of thing. Yeah, and this is everything I really want to say about this chapter, and it's super good. Okay, bye.